Hi, my name is Jennifer Castro, and today I'm going to be sharing a very personal story about a time I was racially profiled in one of the most vulnerable times of my life. This incident took place as a new mom in Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. I was trying to obtain my daughter's newborn screening in order to get her birth certificate. At this time, she had already been 3 months old, and this was my third attempt. Unbeknownst to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, my daughter was born at home with no medical intervention and only a doula present. On a prior visit, I was actually given a referral form from the pediatrician with a different parent's name on it. I want you to sit and meditate on how these repeated mistakes could have led to serious consequences that possibly could have faced police involvement had I not caught them. When I arrived at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta with the referral form from the pediatrician, this time it had not been signed. While waiting for my daughter's pediatrician to fax over the corrected one, I decided to walk around and explore. Instead of being helped at the library, I was watched closely, asked where I was from, and questioned about why I was there. Children's Healthcare of Atlanta is a children's hospital that typically deals with terminally ill children or visibly ill children. And at first, I thought this was small talk, but it became clear that I was being racially profiled. I mean, I had multiple bags with me because I relied on public transportation and I had to obtain permission from the women's shelter to go to and from and to be excused past curfew. Imagine how overwhelmed I felt. The suspicion I faced made it all so much more heavier. Despite explaining myself, I was treated like I didn't belong. I ended up crying out of frustration and exhaustion. A kind nurse noticed me and called over her supervisor that was over customer experience. The supervisor acknowledged her white privilege and seemed to be open to listening while providing emotional support. She gave me the option to speak with the staff member or file a complaint. What they didn't know was that I had a background in healthcare. I noticed that the staff member's badge was flipped, which made me question the authenticity of her approach and further support that I was being targeted. The staff member and I, along with the customer service experience supervisor, spoke for an additional hour. The staff member denied any wrongdoing and at one point caught herself giving me a fake, whitewashed Karen apology. "I'm sorry you felt that way." And I immediately stopped her. I explained that real apologies require accountability and ownership of one's action, and intent does not erase impact. Eventually, she shifted to, "I'm sorry that my actions made you feel that way." And I could see her eyes tearing up a bit as she laid her hand on my lap. Although this moment was a very small moment, I hope and pray that it was my vulnerability in words that be ingrained in her memory and that it can shift a level of self-awareness and reflection on her part to prevent from systematic racism, biases, prejudiceness to infiltrate these very, 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 very sensitive spaces. Thank you so much.